So today we will talk about tongue. What is tongue? So basically tongue is a muscular organ. Muscular organ, and it, like in my previous video I talked about the buccal cavity, and we have gone through the detailed structure of buccal cavity. So now we will talk about the tongue. So basically tongue is a muscular organ which makes the floor of buccal cavity. It makes the floor of buccal cavity. So it is a muscular organ. Now you will ask that what kind of muscles it is made up of. Likewise, we are having three kinds of muscles, like skeletal muscles, smooth muscles, and cardiac muscles. So it is obvious that cardiac muscles won't come here. Now talking about the skeletal muscles and smooth muscles. So smooth muscles are involuntary and skeletal muscles are voluntary, right? So this is made up of skeletal muscles. So it is made up of skeletal muscles. Now let's talk about the attachment of tongue. So basically tongue is attached with our hyoid bone So the most interesting thing about this bone is that this is the only bone which is not attached with any other bone. Only bone not attached to any other. So this is the only bone which is not attached to any other bone. Let me show you the diagram of this hyoid bone. So as you can see in this diagram, so this is your trachea, right? This is larynx. This is known as hyoid bone. So basically your mouth is attached, like your tongue is here. So this is the hyoid bone. So hyoid bone, like your tongue is joined with the hyoid bone. So here it is located, and it is the only bone in our body which is not attached to any other bone, right? So let me give you another. So you can see over here, this is the region where the hyoid bone is present. Hyoid bone, right? So now let's talk about frenulum. So your tongue contains frenulum. Now what is this? So actually frenulum is a ligamentous fold. Let me show you the diagram so you can easily understand that what is frenulum, what I am talking about. So you can see over here, this is known as frenulum. So this is basically a ligamentous structure, it is a ligamentous fold. So it provides support to your tongue. What is it provides support to your tongue. This is known as frenulum, right there, frenulum. So this is frenulum. So what is the function of this frenulum? That it provides support to your tongue, right? So now let's talk about papilla. So what are papillae or what papilla? So basically papilla is a raised structure. What it is a raised structure, or you can say these are the tiny bumps which contain taste buds. Don't get confused between papillae and taste buds. Papillae are not taste buds. Not every papillae has taste buds. So papillae, don't get confused between papillae and taste buds. So these are the raised structure, or you can say a tiny bumps which contain right, which contain, it's not necessary that all papillae will contain taste buds. Like we are having one which is known as filiform, which does not contain taste buds. So we will talk about this in later in this video. So it contains taste buds. Now taste, what are taste buds? Taste buds are actually sensory organ. Taste buds are sensory organ. So what it, they contain the sensory receptors. They contain so basically they contain the sensory receptors. So what papillae contains, like not papillae is a raised structure and they contain taste buds. And what are taste buds? Taste buds are actually a sensory organ which have the sensory receptors. Now let's talk about the types of papillae. Right? Let's talk about the types of papillae. Right? So basically there are 4 types of papillae. Number 1 is circumvallate. Number 1 is circumvallate. First I will discuss the name, then I will tell you the function, the numbering, the range, and whole, like where, what is the location of this papilla, right? So number first is circumvallate. Number 2 is fungiform. Number 3 is filiform. Number 4 is foliate. Right, we are having 4 types of papillae, which are circumvallate, fungiform, filiform, and foliate. Let's talk about some basic characteristics of this. So circum, what does that mean? Circum means circle, right? Circum means circle. Fungi, so you know that what are fungi, like you must be known about the famous fungi which is mushroom. So what's the structure of that mushroom, right? So it's like something like this. Let me draw this. So it's something like this. This is the structure of mushroom over here. Now then we are having filiforms. So when I was talking about that not every papillae have taste buds, so I was actually talking about the filiform. So they do not contain taste buds. They have no taste buds. They don't have any kind of taste buds, right? Now foliate. So foliate is actually vestigial in adults. It is vestigial in adults. It is vestigial in adults. What does that mean? It means that in old age or billions of years ago, maybe they were working, but now they are not working. Like in children, they work. They are not vestigial in children, but when the children, obviously they will grow. So when they will grow in adult, so this foliate papillae will not work, and it will be known as vestigial papillae, right? So now let's talk about the structure of tongue here. So I hope if it's okay, let's make it white. It's not white, I know, but for the time being we can use this. For the time being we can use this and color this in the white, so we can easily understand the basic structure of the tongue. So basically this is somehow the tongue, how the tongue looks like, right? Oh my god. It's like this. Okay, now I hope it's clear to you. Okay, now we are having, okay, number one. Okay, let me first differentiate it. Okay, this region, the upper one region, is responsible for the bitterness, to taste the bitterness, right? This upper region is responsible for the bitterness. Then this one region is responsible for the sourness. This is for salty, and this one region is responsible for the sweetness. Responsible for the sweetness. So this one region is responsible for the bitterness, this one for sour, this one for salty, and this one for sweetness. So now let's place these papillae. Let's continue. Right. So now first of all we will place circumvallate. So here I will place it. It's not going. It's not working in this. Okay, this is circumvallate papillae. This is circumvallate. They are circle in shape. This is circumvallate papillae. So they are placed on the posterior side of the tongue. So let's talk about the properties of circumvallate papillae here. Circumvallate, right? So what? So they are bigger in size. They are bigger in size. They are spherical, or you can say they are circle in shape, right? And their range is 8 to 12. And when we talk about the structure of this, it's like now this, they have a wall here. So there is basically a depression over here. So here are the actually taste buds in the papillae. So this is the wall, like this is the wall, and in the wall the taste buds are present. The taste buds are present in the wall of the circumvallate, right? Now let's talk about the range. So in one circumvallate there will be 100 to 250, 100 to 250 taste buds, and in total, like in all circumvallate, there will be 350, there will be 350 to 500 range of the of taste buds in all circumvallate, right? Now let's talk about another taste bud, which is about fungiform. So here they are present. These are fungiform. These are fungiform, as I told you, that they have mushroom-like structure, right? And they are responsible for, and they are numerous in numbers, right? They are responsible for the sourness, saltiness, and the sweetness. Now talk about fungi form. Fungi form. So basically, they are numerous in numbers. They are numerous in number. So in a single papilla, in a single fungi form, there are 200 to 400 taste buds. So basically, there are 200 to 400 taste buds in one fungi form. So now let's talk about the lifespan. Okay, we will talk about this in later. So now in the mid we are having filiform. The mid we are having fili. So in the mid we are having this filiform. This is fungiform, right? And this is filiform, and these are circumvallate, right? So what are filiform? As I said before, that filiform does not contain any kind of taste buds, right? They don't have any kind of taste buds in it. No taste buds are, right? There are no taste buds in it, right? So basically the function of filiform is they will make the rough surface of the tongue. They will have help in chewing. They will help in speaking. So what's the function of filiform? They make the rough structure of surface of tongue. They help in chewing and they help in speaking. So basically they make a covering of tongue. They make a covering of tongue. So covering of tongue is made by filiform. Here they are. So now let's talk about the lifespan of these taste buds. Life span. So basically they change after every 2 weeks. They change after every 2 weeks. But when you get old, these lifespan change and they don't get replaced by the new. The cell division actually stops over here. So the lifespan of the one of taste buds is 2 weeks. So let's talk about the total number of taste buds present. So basically there are 10,000 taste buds, right? There are 10,000 taste buds, but still from that 10,000 only 5,000 are functional. Only 5,000 are functional. Why? You will say, why only 5,000 are functional? Because as I said, that foliate are vestigial, but obviously they will present, but they won't work, but they are present. They are present over here actually. They are foliate, right? Here they are present. So they will, so basically 10,000 are in total, but only 5,000 will function. Now let me show you the example here. So as you can see over here, this is the circumvallate, these are the foliate, these are the filiform, and these are the fungiform, right? Let me show you another example, which is this. So as you can see over here in this, these are the circumvallate, these are the foliate, these are the fungiform, and then in the mid they are filiform. And let's talk about function. This circumvallate is responsible for the bitterness, right? This fungiform is responsible for the sourness, saltiness, and the sweetness.